One of the biggest fears beginners have is this: why would any client trust me if I have no experience? And honestly, that fear makes sense. Because when you are just starting, you do not have a long portfolio, big testimonials, or years of work behind you. So it is easy to assume that clients will always choose someone more experienced. But here is the truth. Clients do not only trust experience, they trust clarity, professionalism, reliability, and confidence. And that means you can still build trust even if you are a beginner. So in this video, I will show you how to build trust with clients when you have no experience, in a practical way that actually helps you move forward. Let us begin. First, understand what trust really is. A lot of beginners think trust means having a huge portfolio or being an expert. That is only one part of it. Real trust is when the client feels safe working with you. They feel that you understand what they need, you can communicate clearly, and you are likely to handle the work responsibly. So even before you talk about skill, you should focus on making the client feel comfortable. That is the real game. Now, the first way to build trust is to be clear, not vague. A lot of beginners hurt their own credibility by being too broad. They say things like, "I can do anything you need," or "I can help with many services." That sounds weak. Clients trust people who sound clear. Instead of saying you do many things, say exactly what you do. For example, I help creators write short-form scripts and content ideas. I help small businesses create simple social media content plans. I help job seekers improve resumes and LinkedIn profiles. Clarity builds trust faster than trying to sound impressive. Second, show proof, even if it is not client proof. This is very important. Many beginners think, "I have no experience, so I have nothing to show." That is not true. You can create sample work. You can build mock projects. You can create before and after examples. You can show how you think. You can show what quality looks like from your side. For example, if you want to help with content, show sample captions or sample scripts. If you want to help with resumes, show an improved version of a weak resume. If you want to help with presentations, show a sample deck. Clients do not always need years of proof. Sometimes they just need enough evidence to believe you can do the job. Third, communicate like a professional. This makes a huge difference. You can be a beginner and still sound professional. Reply clearly. Be respectful. Ask smart questions. Avoid careless writing. Do not sound too desperate. When your communication is calm and structured, clients immediately feel more comfortable. And when you explain things well, they begin to trust you more. A lot of people lose trust not because they lack skill, but because they sound confused. So do not underestimate this. Fourth, be honest about where you are. This may sound surprising, but honesty builds trust. You do not need to pretend you have years of experience if you do not. That can backfire quickly. Instead, be honest without sounding weak. For example, you can say, "I am still early in my journey, but I have spent time building sample work and improving this skill, and I would be happy to show you a relevant example." That sounds much better than faking confidence. Clients appreciate honesty, especially when it is backed by effort and clarity. Fifth, make the first step easy. Trust grows faster when risk feels low. If you ask for a huge project immediately, many clients may hesitate. But if you offer a small first step, things change. For example, one sample caption, one short audit, one small script, one mini presentation section, or one resume improvement. This makes it easier for clients to test you without feeling like they are taking a big risk. The easier it is to say yes, the faster trust can begin. Sixth, do what you say you will do. This is one of the strongest ways to build trust. If you say you will send a sample tomorrow, send it tomorrow. If you say you will review something, do it. If you promise a timeline, respect it. Small actions matter. A beginner who keeps their word often feels more trustworthy than someone more skilled but less reliable. Trust is built through consistency. Seventh, present yourself properly. You do not need a fancy website or a giant brand, but you do need to look serious enough that clients feel they are talking to someone real. That means a clear profile, a simple bio-organized sample work, good communication, and no sloppy presentation. Sometimes trust is lost before the work even begins, just because the person looks careless. Presentation matters. Now let us talk about the emotional side. Many beginners unknowingly damage trust because they feel insecure, and it shows in their words. They say things like, "Please trust me, I really need work, I will do anything. I am just a beginner," or "I know I am not very experienced." That kind of language makes the client feel uncertain. Instead, focus on being calm and useful. You do not need to beg for trust. You need to build it. And trust is built through clarity, proof, communication, honesty, and reliability. Now here is one more powerful thing. Social proof helps, but it does not always need to be big. If you have even one testimonial, one positive comment, one good review, or one piece of appreciation, use it. If you do not have that yet, then your first goal should be to create one positive experience with one person, because one happy person can become your first real proof. That is how trust starts growing. So let us quickly revise how to build trust with clients when you have no experience. Be clear about what you do. Show sample work. Communicate professionally. Be honest. Make the first step low risk. Do what you say you will do. And present yourself properly. That is how trust begins. Not through pretending. Not through overhyping yourself, but through making the client feel safe and confident. If you are a beginner, remember this. You do not need to look like the biggest expert in the room. You just need to look like someone a client can work with comfortably. And that is often enough to get started. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to SmartLearnify for more videos on AI, freelancing, client getting, career growth, and smart learning. And comment below, what do you think is the hardest part about building trust with clients as a beginner? Thank you so much for watching till the end. Your support means a lot. See you in the next video.